What is up, my baby dolls? Today's quick video is just to let you know where we are in the crypto cycle among some other deep friendship things. But I just want to go over this with you just so everyone is aware. What are we waiting for? Well, the bottom price is the Bitcoin price. And the top chart, I got this from BCB. It's just another chart, just a wank off pattern, friends. You know, the wank off, same thing. All right, so just letting you know that where we seem to be right now down here, we are expecting just a range, just some rangy poopy period here and then up only. And that would be consistent with every other time it's done this. I mean, the chart patterns are very similar. I've got to show it to you once again. There is even the classic fake by breaking the low and bounce back up, just like right here. It fakes, breaks the low, comes back. It's just interesting how these human perception about these like fear and greed things, the emotions are always the same. That's spooky. It's strange, right? It doesn't matter what you're trading. The others BTC ratio, exact same thing as well, friends. Remember, mid-August. That's what we're waiting for, mid-August. So I know, just helping you keep your stamina as we approach the final alt season wave. That's what it comes down to. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, friends, you know, it's just a waiting game. It's just a waiting game. The money printer turns on. It goes and fuels itself into the central bank balance sheet. The balance sheet expands, goes down, hits the euro dollars. Euro dollars expand, cranks up the collateral. The collateral expands, and then there you go. It starts basically boosting up the credit accounts of everyone all across the world, all the banks, all the big customers. They get the money. They start borrowing more. What do? They go buy some, you know, capital equipment. They go invest in businesses. Some of them go and punt stocks, otherwise known as stonks. When the large cap, mid cap, and small cap stonks, which is the Russell 2000, the small caps, when they finally get fueled, it goes down into crypto. So the fact that we know that flow chart in our minds, and obviously you should know that, but you don't have to really know that. Just know, oh, number go up. That's it. It always goes the same way, and that's what's been basically happening since the start. And for some dates, right, I've got them written here. The crypto cycle is coming closer. It could all be over as soon as December 2024 or as late as August 2025, somewhere in this window of time. Note that it's only over if a lot of people enter and altcoins go nuts. If they never enter, we just keep on believing. Now, this is Pepe obviously signing the bosoms of another young lady. Of course, there's Jensen. There's a Jensen Pepe. That's amazing, by the way, that picture. So shout out to whoever made that. Now, look, that's what it comes down to, friends. I'm just here to explain again. If the time hits, but there's no euphoria, if I'm not happy with the euphoria, I'm still staying. I don't care. They want to extend this cycle. They want to screw things over. I don't care. I already know. That's it. I know how markets work. You know how markets work, friends. Once you are a strong hand, that's it. Nothing's getting rid of you. Nothing. Except maybe 5 years of doing nothing. But give it some time. So just here to remind you not to just like relinquish your bags if we get to that period of time and nothing happens. There was also the Donald Trump Republican National Convention talk, friends, where he confirms friendship.
I extend to you a hand of loyalty and of friendship. Together.
There you go, friends. There you go. Extending the hand of friendship. Well. Look who we have here. I mean, friends, there's so many things are happening. I'm just sitting here. I'm like, are we sure? Are we sure it's not a simulation? I think it's a simulation, but just too many. What are the chances I extend my hand of friendship? Come on, bro. It's just so many things. Well, they shout out again to my friend Sommi talking about fading the crypto industry. So there are some plays right now where a lot of the crypto industry have left. So, for example, the PulseChain and the Hex community for dead. But look at this. The whole crypto industry says Hex is dead. They say PulseChain is literally dead. And they've given it a 99% probability. They believe, okay, Richard Hart killed and everything else is dead. He's gone forever. They literally believe that. And I'm thinking, you know what? I think your odds are wrong. I don't think it's 99% chance that Hex and Richard Hart is dead. You have this PulseChain sacrifice wallet, 170 content creators. You see that? We're like increasing the probability that it's not dead. That's your information asymmetry. That's your active community. That's your competitive edge stacking. The rest of the market's giving us literally 1% survival rate. We're like 90% survival rate. There you go, friends. This is like a lot of people get frustrated, but no, this is markets. This is, friends, the only way, and I really mean the only way for you to win is for the many people to sell something. Why would many people sell something? It's because they all think it's dead. They all think that's it. It's not worth anything. Okay, that's how you get a cheap price. The only way for you to get cheap price is if many people get rid of it. And then You want something to pump up heaps. Okay, for something to pump up heaps, many people have to think it was literally dead. So then, once something changes, maybe there's a switch that goes off. Maybe 170,000 ETH plays a big role in that. Once something happens, the many people, those millions of people who thought it was dead, once a few of them just like hop back in, because that's what people do. They go, oh, I thought it was dead. Anyway, let's see what happens. And they see it go further than they expect. Then everybody starts running in. And that's how you get these big price shifts. Now, of course, we were hoping that obviously Hexchain, PulseChain, and everything else would move up in a bear market, but we didn't know the 4-year cycle was going to repeat literally exactly to the tick. Exactly. Like, it's going to be round number 4. So it's beautiful. Well, we'll take it. And just for some quick messages as well, this is the others BTC ratio. Remember, we've had old season wave 1, old season wave 2, okay? Old season wave 1, old season wave 2. We are right here. So if we get it again, old season wave 1, December 2024, old season wave 2, July, August 2024. If it happens in those waves. So it doesn't have to, friends. It doesn't have to. Because mark my words, right? If we go up and we don't peak in that wave, and then we go up again, and I'm not happy with this wave, I'm still holding to 2026. I'm not getting out. Because you really got to believe. You literally have to believe at that point. And friends, I'm telling you, man, we might get tested. We might hit next year, June, July, where we just didn't go euphoric enough and things start collapsing minus 50 to 60%. And a lot of people get out. And I have to be saying, this is very controversial, man, but we didn't onboard enough, newbies to justify it being all over. Markets, friends, when does the bull market end? It's when you kill the final bear, okay? But to kill the final bear, you got to get all the bulls in. That's how the bull market ends, okay? The bull market ends, so you're playing for this moment where everyone jumps in and it's basically, it's too good to be true. It's looking too good to be true. But for it to look good, really, really good, right? Obviously, I'm having some brain aneurysms there, friends. For it to look that good, you need prices and the outlook to be fantastic. I mean, like, it helps as well. You got Donald Trump, the Bitcoin National Convention. That'd be funny. They call it that. His strategic reserve plan and all these. That'd be fantastic because that pretty much changes the game. It's like, oh, well, that's the, remember the Bitcoin spot ETF was a wet dream, friends? Yeah, there's an even bigger wet dream of Bitcoiners, everyone in crypto. So first, Bitcoin spot ETF, that's like one of the biggest ultimate wet dream. That's like, like the, say you're in school, I don't know, banging the hot teacher or something. That's like that. Then, okay, what's the next level on that? I don't know. Banging every hot teacher in the country. That is when you're looking at the US government buying your Ponzi coin to put it on the balance sheet. That's, friends, that's literally, you can't get bigger than that. You can't. Because it's the guys with the money printer who print the useless fiat, the dirty fiat, who are saying, wait a minute, we want your thing now. We've been making our stuff for 80 years. We want your thing now. Your thing's cool. We want to buy that. That's the game theory of Bitcoin and crypto, okay? I speak for the little guy and girl, the forgotten ones. Just because I defend people's bags doesn't mean I own some. I'll fight for you. Listen to the market. It tells you things when it chooses. Buy in the bloody depression, sell in the euphoria. Friend, that's what it comes down to, friends. Buying in the depression, selling in the euphoria. If we don't get euphoric, I keep holding. That's it. I hope we don't get tested that way. I hope we do get euphoria, but we'll see. Because there's been a lot of these programming stuff, friends, but a lot of the deep state and all these other things coming up, they haven't thrown the cycle out of whack. All they've done is like put the cycle in place again. That's really what it comes down to. So Joey Biden suddenly getting the zombie virus. Nobody believes it. Look, Uncle Joey Biden totally just got zombie virus. Wink, wink. Like, yeah, man. So pretty much that's what I've heard. A lot of people saying like, yeah, he's pretty much just gone by the end of his weekend. They're just moving it on, and he's just probably gonna just throw him out. You'll see. Also, I found this hilarious, friends. Hulk Hogan. So after rugging Hulk Hogan coin, Hulk Hogan. So this is the Hulk Hogan coin, friends. Obviously, it went up and it hit this market cap, and everything just got rugged. It deleted the post. His 10-20 minute market. I think this is it. Look, they've got the first celebrity takeover coin. So shout out to everybody out there, man. Everything's just a takeover because everyone's like, oh well, I guess we've got to take it over into our own hands now. It's wonderful to see. But this was obviously this is gold, man. This is gold.
What happened last week when they took a shot at my hero? And they tried to kill the next president of the United States. Enough was enough. And I said, let Trump-a-mania run
By the way, but look at Trump. See that's dude. He doesn't smile like that. Okay, just think about that. He's not even that happy to be alive. He didn't even smile that much. Oh, wow, got a G. The assassin. They missed. Deep state. You got to try again. He was not even smiling ear to ear like that. But you get the Hulk in. I can't believe it. Oh man, the energy. By the way, friends, just to throw this in as well. During Donald Trump's speech, when he was talking about his story. By the way, the story's so powerful. He says he will never in his life ever retell that story ever again. He never, ever wants to relive that moment ever again. Of where he basically just it was all over. And he explains it in the speech. They zoomed up to the crowd. There were so many women just crying, full on crying. They just like so touched emotionally. Because they feel like, hey, he's our guy. That's what they feel like. Now, whether it turns out to be true or not, I guess we'll see. Because there's a lot of weird stuff going on, friends. For example, they even brainwash us in TV shows and movies constantly. Look at this. Every recent movie on Netflix. White man villain, black man hero, gay guy voice of reason, woman has balls, dad's an idiot, mum is a breadwinner, children are sexualized. So, you know what? I thought it was just me when I was watching this from time to time. I was like, wait a minute. That's weird. That's not the TV I remember. What's going on here? There's like always this same stuff. Is this Hollywood brainwashing stuff? It could be, friends. It could be, but no, it could be. There it is. By the way, I'm not saying this family's name, but this is interesting. Friends, by the way, I'm going to show you. It's going to shock you what we're going to say here. So in the year of 2000, there were 9 countries without this family owned or controlled central bank. Look at this. So this family, they did not have a bank in any of these countries, okay? Afghanistan, Iraq, Sudan, Libya, Cuba, North Korea, Iran, Syria, Venezuela, all right? In the year 2000. So as you can see, they're like infiltrating. But look at this. Okay, look. Yes, and all these countries are part of the 3rd or 4th world. You wouldn't want to be living in these countries if you wanted to have a high quality of life. Somehow it might make sense to be living in our family controlled country because your standards of life dramatically increase, contrary to what the professional conspiracy theorists claim. So this is the thing, friends, okay? This is the thing. There's all this philosophical stuff about like, what good is a society if you're a ruler, but nobody wants to play the game? You ever thought about that? Think about that, honestly. If I could make you a ruler, what world do you want to rule over? Do you want to rule over the world of everybody is a drug-fueled addict, can't afford water, cannibalization, everybody's killing each other, fighting like monkeys? Do you want to rule over that world? No. You probably want to rule over the world where people are self-sustained, the game competition is a bit healthy, people keep working without even knowing that they're slaves to the system. That's actually the best system, by the way, just to let you know. That's the answer to all these. The best system to be a ruler of is a system where everybody's working for you, but they don't even know that they don't even know that they're slaves. They don't even know. You know, I learned that off DaVinci J15. When you talked to my mind about that, when you opened my mind about that, when I was listening like years and years and years ago, I was like, wait a minute. How does that make sense? So when I investigated it further, coming into crypto, I was like, wait a minute. If everybody gets a mortgage in fiat currency and they're working their whole lives to pay it, I always wondered, like, why is that slavery? I was thinking, like, it's an aggressive word, right? Why is that slavery? Why does that leave you nowhere? And then you realize, oh, the banks, friends, they just print money out of nowhere. The government just gives them the ability to print. They go, hey, press a button, you print. I go, wait a minute. You're printing something. I've got to go work for that. I've got to go work for like 50 hours a week, slug it out. You guys just press a button. Yeah. And when you screw up, oh, wait, you get to replace it. Wait a minute. I didn't get to press the button when I screw up. There's no infinite glitch for me in my GTA game. So that's something to think about, okay? Now, all these families, all this deep state, all these things, when you first hear it, it's not a Disney movie where you rule over like this old skull and bones kingdom, you know, like in The Lion King with like Scar's land. You know, remember Scar, friends? This one here. You see that on the right-hand side? You see that? It's not like that, okay? So that's Disney movie stuff. So what it's more like is they have the money printer and they have all the power. And when you make cool stuff, really cool stuff, they have an ownership of that. They own everything. So I'm going to ask you, right, do you want to own boring, crappy stuff or do you want to own really good stuff? You want to own really good stuff. Okay, they got to let it prosper. But they always have one hand there. They really do. So that's why it's something, it's hard to navigate this part, because people think, like, friends, these people are very, very, very smart. They are very smart. I can't tell you how smart they are, okay? They are like evil genius, world domination smart, okay? It's just like, friends, when you look at the guy with the mustache, you go look at Hitler stuff, you probably think, oh, it's evil. He is evil. All right, but go listen to his speeches. You ever wonder, like, how the hell did you convince everybody? How did you do all that? They're powerful, man. Now, it's powerful for the wrong reasons, but they have power, man. It's not like, they're not just like they're literally not just the average pleb walking into a shopping center who can't even tie his shoelace, okay, who drinks room temperature water. Absolutely not. This guy's got 5 ice cubes in at all times. So, your mind, friends, I hope your mind is opening up to these, okay? Look at this. I haven't got stuff on the deep state. Like, check this out. The deep state, it will be a viral phrase that goes even more widespread now, and it should. Been watching documentaries on the deep state. Look at this. By the way, friends, look at this. 19,000 upvotes and 14,000. Look at these. Every 20 years, the Coconut Intelligence Agency comes out and says, yeah, we did it. What are you going to do about it? And the American public simply forgets. The media calls anyone that remembers a conspiracy theorist. Remember, friends, the key are, they are paying. It's a deep statement. They are paying the media journalists. If you are one voice saying, hey, look at all the bad stuff they did. Friends, I'm going to show you this. They had 400 journalists on their payroll secretly in the 1970s. God knows how many there are now. By the way, just to let you know, Fox News, MSNBC, all of them. There are literally leaks everywhere. I'm not even joking, all right? Not even joking. By the way, YouTube's 100%, friends, 100%. And it's not even just me saying, oh, okay, it's reverse engineering this, or it has to be there. No, there's actually been cases where people, let's say they've had some certain patents, 0-point energy stuff, and they've leaked it to newspapers, and they go up the rank, and then it gets cut. It literally just gets cut from the mainstream, and that person disappears. There are people who are checking this stuff all the time in all these media companies, right? Look at this next comment. I love that the mainstream media position is that, yes, the Kia did bad stuff in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s, but they don't do bad things today, you conspiracy theorists. So everyone knows, we know, we just can't do anything. By the way, a lot of people have said, why doesn't everyone basically just go raid all the things? Why don't they just go disband all of them? Well, you know, one, they control the media. It's very hard. 2, as well, they're the politicians that they put in power to all these. You got to play ball. Even in this documentary, friends, one of the other guys, forgot who it was. I think it was Edward Hoover. Maybe it was Mr. Hoover. He had dirt that JFK was cheating on his wife. Was banging, what was her name? Marilyn Monroe. He was banging Marilyn Monroe. So he could never fire him. So JFK could never fire him. And basically, the Kia, they are obsessed with blackmail. I mean, you can't blackmail. Like, for example, me, I'm unblackmailable. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, okay, friends, I'll run in the street naked if it means to pump out bags. You know what I mean? I've got no shame. But you can understand perception. I mean, you see, here's the thing. In this politics game, you can have no shame. The problem is convincing, the 500,000, like stay-at-home soccer mums who are watching TV who just got told that you're like an abuser of some sort. Like, oh, I don't want that guy near my children. You know what I mean? It's so easy for them to lie, and you can't do anything about it. Check this out. Look at this. From Jay Rockefeller. Don't you understand the way intelligence works? Do you think that because I'm chairman of the intelligence committee that I just say, I want it, give it to me? They control it, all of it, all the time. I mean, like, if that doesn't say it, can you believe that quote? I just like speechless. Okay, the head of the committee is saying, well, there's even a lot of stuff they won't tell me. Now you get to see, friends. That's why it's hard for someone. It's not like it's a company, man. We're like, oh, okay, if a company's working on a project, everyone in the company knows about the project. They get to see the emails. No. The advanced UFO tech, anti-gravity stuff, all the blackmailing, all the debts, everything. Just to let you know, in the 70s, they admitted that this is their number. This one's a lie. They killed 20,000 people. The Kia. They admitted to the government they killed 20,000 people. Now, let me tell you something how the government numbers work. Multiply that number by 10. It's at least 200,000, right? So, I mean, there's thousands of things here. Look at this. In the 1970s, there were 400 American journalists secretly being paid by the Kia. What number do you think it is today? Public television is deep state programming. There you go. So secretly carried out assignments for the Kia, according to documents filed. This is in the 70s, bro. In the 70s, the one leak. By the way, 99% of the documents were destroyed. They only kept 1%. They only kept 1%. Why? Why didn't they destroy everything? Because the public would have riled up and they would have disbanded everything. They kept 1% just to fill up everything. Just they know, man. They know. I love this part of the simulation as well, friends. Look at this. Here's the official story so far. A random 20-year-old acting completely alone walked within 150 yards of a presidential campaign rally with a rifle, climbed onto a rooftop in full view of Secret Service, snipers, set up his shot, and fired without anyone intervening and with no help from anyone. This 20-year-old is also so politically radical as to attempt an assassination, and yet not radical enough to have ever posted any political writings or commentary on any social media site ever in his life. He also wrote no manifesto and left behind no indication about why he did it. So, see what I mean? It's like, wait a minute. Like, you're meant to be, okay, fake story, obviously. You're meant to be so anti-Trump and all this other stuff. Where's your manifestos? Where's like your 500,000 posts where you're saying, oh, I got to get the guy, I got to get the guy. None of that. You know, friends, come on. MKUltra, man, they'll drugging up people. They tested them in brothels. Just to let you know, the Kia, the Coconut Intelligence Agency, were spiking everyone, LSD and all these other drugs to make truth serum. They ran all these experiments. They went everywhere, friends. People had no idea they were being spiked. No, they did all these tests. This was in the 70s. I mean, look, how far have we advanced in the past 50 years? Just to let you know as well, it kind of backpedaled in the 90s, but then September 11th happened. September 11th happened, and then unfortunately, one of the most evil acts ever, called the Patriot Act, came out. See, friends, in America, they name something like a Patriot Act, you know it's straight like going to the sixth dungeon of hell pretty much there. The Patriot Act basically says, we can spy on you for any reason at any time, and we can do whatever we want. And even if you're like, hey, are you kind of looking Arab? Hey, you sound Arab. You know what? You look Arab. You got a mustache. All right, well, that's it. I'm spying on everything on you. That's pretty much just gives them open authority to go do anything on anyone for any reason, and no one can stop anything. And you know, we even have the Five Eyes right now. This is one of the funniest implementations they did. The government's like, hey, we can't spy on everyone because people are getting angry. And they go, okay, what they do is the Kia have their satellite in the UK. So when the Kia wants to go spy on Americans, they send the signal to the UK and then they send the message back and they spy. And it's literally like that. That's the Five Eyes. They do it in Australia. They do it in New Zealand. They do it in Canada. Everyone spies. All they do is they send the message to another country and then it does the loop and it comes back and then they start the spying. You see that? So they're like, oh, wait a minute. It wasn't us spying. It was a message that came from the UK. It's actually foreigners who were spying on us. Like, it's just... See, friends, this is what I don't like about scum like Gary Gensler. They're like, oh, if you look like a security, you're a security. Okay, bro. If you look like you're spying on everyone, you're basically destroying everyone's rights. What about that part? Okay, you don't want to pay ball? Pump our bags, bro. We can't change anything. Pump all the Americans' bag. Pump my bags too, please. And I mean, like, but ultimately, this is going to be funny, friends. We've got to play some nice, actually, pump music for this, okay? Some people, friends, just can't be helped. Because I want to ask you a question. Would you sell a Monkey JPEG for $5.4 million US? Would you? Because this gentle person, all right, this person didn't. Remember when that guy made a lowball $5.35 million offer for a mega mutant serum? Now, this could be, friends, a fake money washing launderer, but just, you know, I always throw it out here as well. A lot of people, they said, oh, well, I'd take the money. Yeah. Most likely, though, you're the guy, you would have sold it at 10,000. You don't believe. You would have sold it at 50,000. You would have sold it at $100,000 and thought you killed it. Look how far it went. 5.4 million for a bid. So, market's not so easy, friends. It's not so easy. That's why I'm praying that our marvelous diamond hands and our believing are actually enough to take us to the very end. That's what I'm playing for, friends. I mean, like, shout out to him. Not Ric Flair. Top signals were everywhere. My brain was just cooked and washed. So a lot of people have this PTSD. This is an interview from Raoul Pal as well. He said, A lot of people have PTSD. We all think like, oh, the cycle's going to end early or something's going to happen, something's going to happen, something's going to happen. That's what's been pretty much plaguing everyone out here. But so far, friends, like I said, we go back to the wank off. That's where are we now? Hopefully we get that up only part mid-August. And we are exactly in that pyramid of the others BTC ratio. We'll see. Part of the simulation, part of the money printer. What are they going to throw at us? Planned cyber attacks, financial crisis, another war, someone does a handstand. We'll see. I mean, they already threw the planned assassination at us. What comes next? I guess we'll find out. Like, subscribe, belly button, all. Don't forget he loves you. Catch you in the next one.